Well, while we work on that,
into it.
it is time
Or leave
to,
it.
I guess, bring in our first show of the night of All That with StockHazard.
Yeah.
All
Woo!
this was StockHazard, and I'm joined by special guest Nightcrawl. I appreciate it, Nick. Thanks for
Yeah, g'day, boys.
there he is.
Let's go. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
There we go, Hans. He's on the team today. I like to see it. Because Milestone's on no one's team. I heard that. They're on no one's team.
Exactly. Hey, Nightcrawl, thanks for coming to the show. All this was StockHazard. Do you have a shout out, or do you have a word that you'd like to share to start off the show?
Let's just have a day. Let's have a day.
Have a day. Man, that brings me to the first thing I wanted to ask you about. I wanted you to cut off some fresh slang for us. Like, what's the freshest Australian slang that you can serve us Texans, us Americans?
This might not be the segment for it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it's late night over here on the East Coast. We're mature.
There's Yobbo. Yobbo's pretty friendly. Yobbo's kind of, what would you think a Yobbo is?
A Yobbo?
Is it like a douchebag? Like a dumbass?
You're pretty close.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Closer again.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good. We'll take both of those. 2 points on each.
A Yarbo.
Yeah, Yobbo. I'm a bloke, I'm a Yobbo, and my best mate's name is Robbo. You'd be a bogan. You'd be a bogan if you're a Yobbo. That's just, there's your slang for the day, and that's the end of the Aussie slang segment. Over to you, StockHazard.
Wait. For the Americans, what's a bogan?
He's like a petrol head redneck, I guess you'd say, in your terms.
We love that.
Do you say petrol? I don't think you say petrol.
No.
Probably diesel or gasoline. It'd probably be the
translate that for me.
They have diesel engines, probably. They're rolling coal out there in that.
No, they're not.
First of all, yes, I do. Second of all, gearhead is what we call it.
Right.
He doesn't like it.
Gearhead with no money though. Like no money gearhead.
Those are rednecks.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, we have rednecks, but he was saying a petrol head, which is a gearhead.
I told you this would venture off into some unwanted territory, boys. I don't know if this is the segment. Like I said,
we're here for it.
Look, we haven't said the Australians' favorite comma yet, so you know. The C is a very sharp word in America. Believe it or not.
The only problem is when you guys say there's no T. You don't have to throw the T on it. I mean, it is in the word. But when you pronounce the T, it comes off a little aggressive. So it's like, I don't want to go. Well, you could be like, yeah, John knows me, count. But like, you're not really pronouncing the T. It's like, what's up, count? That's okay to say.
The T, the more angry. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That sounded like there was a T in there.
It's not. Yeah, you just don't emphasize it because when you're like, hey, cunt, it doesn't. See? Did you hear it?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Points on.
It's only okay because there's an Australian on the mic.
This is the Deep South. I'll do what I want and I'll say when I want.
It is Southern E-Racing League.
It is technically. Actually,
we're a friendly bunch.
We
are a friendly bunch.
Appreciate you being on, joining the show. Thanks for kicking us some flavor, some slang. How'd you hear about the league? Like, what? You've been winning races. You've been doing excellent in this Moto2 class. How'd this start for you?
Back in me and Corasaurus. I think I heard about it through Cora, but
Corasaurus,
not sure who got Corey in first. But it was just basically the same time as him last year. Last year, put in a performance, gave Hines a run for his money. You know what I'm saying?
No, you didn't.
All right, let's agree to disagree. We'll come back to that. There's no points on offer for that.
Yeah.
That'll do.
It's been great having you in the league. Really enjoy having you out there.
I enjoyed the league, man.
What's your favorite thing about the league?
Gee, it's got to be the shit talk, but also the racing. Let's not forget the racing. It's cleaner racing than if you jump into a public lobby. It's a totally different ballgame than racing with these guys. So credit where it's due. It's a little bit cleaner.
Little bit, he says,
Right.
just a little bit. So with the shit talk, what you're telling me is you weren't monstrously offended by us dogging your internet speeds.
I
Dog
prefer it. I think you offended me not enough. So if you're gonna do it properly. Is my opinion.
Okay.
And
Okay.
absolutely was not me that was offended by that.
Have you seen?
After all, I am in the Southern Hemisphere, and if I'm beating anyone, which I did, that's a hard win. That's a big dub for me.
Well, if you
It is
haven't
weird.
seen the comments on that YouTube video, that would be why I'm.
Oh, no, I read them.
Okay. Yeah.
I read them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I
So-
almost put my own 2 cents in. But
Oh,
hey,
do it. You have full league amnesty and permission. He unsubscribed. I was just looking at the data. He really did rage quit
man, that sucks.
over
Oh, no.
us making fun of a
You
guy
gotta
who
be
thought
able
was
to
funny.
take a joke. You got to be able to take a joke. It's a game after all.
in this league for sure.
I mean, especially in this league, I would say.
For
Yeah,
sure,
how'd you go, Stock? Talk to me about your quals there.
Say that one more time.
How'd your qualify go?
Terrible, man. I was 2 seconds off of Whispers. Couldn't get a valid lap. I was really trying to do the power mode changing in the corners. So like power mode 3 on the long straights, and then there's a couple of like 3 turns that you can do power mode 1, and I think that slowed me down a lot.
Yeah, okay.
I also had some
Yeah,
hiccups with my internet prior to the race. So I was, fumbling with that, and that doesn't help the nerves for a good qualifying session. But I got something for y'all for the race.
Hell yeah. That's the attitude. That's the attitude you like to hear.
This track, man, we've been on it for a while, and we qualified on this track. All I see is Phobia on this track. He's P3 on the time trial boards there. He's also P4 on the time trial boards. I guess he's got borrowed somebody else.
Got a lot of time. You don't win the race in one lap. That's all I'll say, StockHazard.
You
That's all
don't
I'll
win
say.
the race in one lap. Yes, it takes all
On
the laps.
softs.
And then last week we were talking about how clean Phobia is, how he never lays the bike down, how he just rifles off these pole-setting laps one after another and wins all these races. So if there's anything that we can do to put a jinx on him tonight, can you help me do that, Nightcrawl?
100%. And we could also, while we're here, let's roll back to the actual stats. And I've got more wins than him, I believe. So let's just settle down a little bit on Joe, I think. I think he's had a lot of P2s behind me.
Oh, okay. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah,
That's
we
perfect
just
time in the
need to
segment to remind us.
we just got to calm the oceans. That's all we got to do. It's a little bit choppy out there. We got to calm it down. We got to calm it down.
Man, apparently these phobias are multiplying. There's more than one phobia, and they're all fast and they're clean. They're about to take over this league. Like we can't stop them.
It could be an issue in the future. We're going to take it day by day, Stock. Honestly, I feel like I just got Marquez by one-handed in that quali. He followed me around for my first lap, runs a 2:03.0. There's nothing I can do with that. I should have Morbidellied.
Folks have been talking about one hand here at Sepang. Yeah, they say this might be a bear trap. This might be one-hander's trap.
Yeah, this is the bear claw. I got a feeling it's the bear claw. He might just reel us in with the claws here. That's good luck, though, isn't it? Bear claw, that's good luck.
I thought a rabbit's paw was good luck. Bear
It's not
claw is
good
just
luck for the
delicious
rabbit.
breakfast pastry.
So you know what the funny thing is about that? He did call me a rabbit about 10 minutes ago, and he said, "I'm going to chase you down." And I was like, "All right, now that makes sense."
Well, them MotoGP bikes are on the track. So I appreciate you joining me for all this with StockHazard.
Whoa! Hey, before we wrap up here, Sutter in the chat just said one-handed won't be a problem after turn 1. Little devil emoji. Who's
Sutter,
paying?
I hear you. Sutter, I
He's
hear
an
you.
honorary
I appreciate
teammate.
that energy.
No,
Appreciate
hold on. We're not taking hits out on Al. This is
Exactly.
I just
Sutter,
gotta start off with Billy, boys.
I want to refocus that energy to the phobia garage.
I will
all of my
say-
fellow Moto 2 riders, phobia, there's a bounty on it.
I will say I've been receiving direct messages from someone who is more than happy to take out Nightcrawl this race.
No, I'm not the problem here. Wait, hang on, Hines. Did you miss what we were talking about?
What kind of
Oh.
bogan wants to take out Nike?
Yeah, dude, I'm
might-
chilling back here in P2.
It might be one of the phobias.
Oh,
One of the phobias.
say less. You got Triska Decker on the phone? Yeah, tell him I said what's up.
All the phobias are in my pocket.
So many phobias. So many phobias.
Is that a phobia in your pocket,
you're gonna need
or are you
deep
just happy to
thoughts.
see us?
You're never safe around my tracks, Nightcrawler. I just want you to know that.
I don't think I've ever felt safe around these trucks. That's why I'm as good as I am. You know what I'm saying? Let's go Team Nightcrawler here. 1, 2, 3 team.
Fins up!
Alright, there we
let's
go.
go.
Okay.
Coco.
I did not
There we
expect
go,
it from
guys.
him. Okay.
Me neither.
Okay.
Thank you.
Listen,
I'll
I
leave
have,
you on that one.
I have to shift every once in a while just so people don't think I hate them.
And we'll take that also. We'll take it. Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Thank you for the segment there, Stock. Good times.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Nightcrawler. I really appreciate it. You gonna come on again too? You gonna come back?
I'll see you after the GP, boys. Yeah, after the sprint, yeah?
Hell yeah, man. Cheers.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Nightcrawler.
All right. That was all this with StockHazard. God, that is a good name. And Smoke Tits decided, no, man, wasn't a good segment. Crash. You know what? We don't appreciate that about yous.
No, that's not what we appreciate about him.
While we build the Moto2 lobby, we are gonna bring over StockHazard for the All This with StockHazard show.
And
Thanks,
his
Nick. I
returning guest, Aussie, oi, Nightcrawler himself.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
How are
Welcome
we?
to All This with StockHazard. Nightcrawl, are you using all of your megabytes to tune in?
There's 100% of megabytes going here. Don't know if I'm the ideal candidate before we jump into this lobby, but we are here, and I'm here to stay. I'm not leaving. I'm not effing leaving.
No.
I don't know why I didn't swear there. I've said so many worse words, but I'm not effing leaving.
Mature audiences. Shout out to Sacred Meerkat joining the chat. I'm a big fan of his. Big esport athlete tuning in on the chat. Man, we dog milestones so much on this show. It's good to have some fresh air of not dogging milestone on the show.
Yeah, you suck up for them. I throw him a little shade, but credit to him. They are the #1 bike game creators at the moment. At the moment.
This is a sad world.
I mean, they gave Dorna a pile of cash so I can race as Mark Marquez through their game. Yeah, I'm with him. Nightcrawler, did you see the sprint race in there? I want to tell you,
saw
how
it.
about Hitstick? Man,
Hitstick,
was
very
excellent.
impressive. And Coco hanging on to Smoke Tits, very impressive too. I saw a swaggin' moment. Let's not focus on that. Let's go back to Coco hanging on to Smoke Tits. Very impressive.
Tag Swag had a moment too. Yeah, man, it was a tough track for him, I guess.
Turn 1's going to be a real issue here. I know Sider's going to go for it, and I always go for it. So it's going to be interesting because you want the inside here. You want the inside. As long as you can keep the speed, you'll have the lead into turn 2. It's a tough ask.
Turn 1 of that sprint race, there was a couple of bikes that wanted to push up against Yamaha bikes, and it didn't work out well for him. So yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of argy-bargy in turn 1 there. What do you think?
Yep. It's kind of follow the leader. You've got a few more overtaking points before you get to the follow the leader, in my opinion, section. But once you get to that back straight, it just opens up again. So I'm just gonna try and be the fox in the chicken house this time. You know, everyone's focused on Al and Joe. I'm just gonna sneak past here and just see what we can do. I'm wishing you all the best, Doc.
Thank you. I appreciate it. One-handed has some kind of strategy. All eyes on that one-handed bike.
Yeah, I got one
We
arm.
talk in the garage about it.
I changed my name to Chameleon, dude. My eyes are doing all sorts on this one. We'll leave that out. That'll get better. I'll work on that joke.
Man, that sprint race was great. But yeah, Coco and Smoke battling, excellent. But we got some Moto2 race about to start here.
Yep, I'm gonna well, I'm in here. I'm ready to go. Jesus, big credit to Jesus while we're there. Good win.
Excellent win.
I hope he can hold off Smoke Tits in the big race. If that's going to be I think that's the story.
Yeah, why did Smoke? He had to come up from like P6 back up to P2.
Yeah. And he finishes, what, 1.8 behind, I think it was. It was within 2.
Right, very close. And do you think he was dealing with some lag too? Did you see his goon riding, his bike rider looking?
I think he could. I think the only thing there was Smoke Tits had to come through a few riders. Coco held him up for a bit. That's 2 seconds right there, you know. So, I mean, I'm my boy Jesus. I'm Team Jesus, but he might have his hands full. I'll be watching. I'll be watching the big race with one eye on each. I'm like a chameleon, if you will.
I think Coco gets it done in the big race. Him and Smoke battling for 3 or 4 laps. That was excellent to watch.
You on the Coke train? All right. Okay, Meryl.
Coco sick. So sick with it.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, P4. Where you at? You P5?
No, I started from the back. I qualified P7. I was like 2 seconds behind Whispers there. Where'd you qualify? You were P3?
Yeah, I got done by Sutter as well. He's been impressive. Sutter has.
Sutter
Yeah, so I'm P4, which is outside. P3 is kind of in my opinion, the best spot to be.
On that inside there?
On the inside, yeah, you'd be right on the inside. And the way he takes off, he shouldn't have any problems being first by turn 1. It's food for thought. It's food for thought for the people.
I like that outside lane on turn 1. There's like a wide outside, and then it gets you inside for the second turn for that tight chicane, and you push people on the outside there.
That's a good strat, especially coming from. Well, if there's going to be a few people ahead of you, they might run wide. You can take the little sneaky 1-2 up the inside there.
I'm staying away from everyone until turn 5, so no.
Okay.
Good luck to you, Nitro.
All right. Likewise, man. I'll talk to you.
Cheers. Nick Hines, are you there? Thanks for tuning in to all this with StockHazard.
StockHazard.
You got 2 minutes left. So
I'll chat with him. That's fine.
No, he's racing.
Loading.
Well, he's got some time. He's gonna be all right. A quick question for you: are you interested in speaking with the young prodigy himself?
Sacred Meerkat? Hell yeah!
No. That's like the old prodigy, I think nowadays. The young prodigy himself, Smoke Tits.
Man, Smokey reminds me of Alex Marquez so much. Like, wow, Smokey, so much.
Wait,
talent.
are you calling him a bitch?
No, like the way he's on that, like, you know, he's got a Honda equipment there, and he's putting it on podiums. People didn't expect much. Man, Smokey, he is excellent. Yeah, I'd definitely like to chat with him.
All right, we'll bring him in after the Moto2 race then.
Cool. I'm
yeah,
at
so
34% right now. I'm hoping I'm not
we'll get you there, or we won't, and you can hang out and chat if you don't. So I try to get everything set up. Oh, you're in.
Roger, I'll holler at y'all.
We'll take it. Good luck racing, buddy.
Thank you.
And that was all this with StockHazard. While we're waiting, so we're starting a 2-minute window right now for these guys to get their setups in before we actually start the race. So there's not a whole lot to look at or talk about. We're just going to expand a little bit on... Nick, why don't you share with the people about this motorcycle that you bought me?
Oh, the motorcycle that I bought me with the convincing myself that you were going to ride it. I'm still not convinced you're going to ride it.
Well, I bought a fucking tracksuit, Nick.
That's true, but now you have to have it tailored, and then you have to... Anyway, little bit of Chinesium, only piece of Chinesium in my stable, made by YCF. Apparently, they make a decent little pit bike thing. It's a 125 air-cooled, think Grum, but 2 more horsepower. It makes a whopping 8 horsepower supermoto.
That's Ocho for you non-Spanish speakers.
ESPN 8, the Ocho. I think that exists now, by the way.
It wouldn't surprise me.
And I
They've
believe
got
they call
like
it the Ocho.
Perfect. That's good. They should have done that a long time ago.
That's what I appreciate about them.
Yeah. Nick almost looped the bike in the driveway. Can you tell people what happened?
So, for the record, I've no, I was gonna say I've never looped a bike. I've absolutely looped a bike.
That would be a lie.
Yeah, that would be a lie. Anyway, we were hooning around the neighborhood, and it was a little cool out, and I was gonna do a burnout in my driveway because apparently I like ruining nice things like my driveway.
Brand new tires.
Yeah. Well, it was gonna be a small burnout. The tires would have been fine. Those little Italian slicks were like, no dog, we're sticking. And so that thing 12 o'clocked in my hands, and I definitely chased after it.
Almost launched it through the front door of his house.
Almost did launch it through the front door of my house.
It was rather impressive. Unfortunately, I had just put my phone away, so I did not capture that. I do apologize.
In fact, weren't like the first words out of my mouth, did you get that on film?
Yeah.
It's
unfortunate.
You failed me.
I didn't fail you. You should have let me know you were going to do something dumb.
Yeah, because I knew that was going to happen.
Nick doesn't actually know how to operate motorcycles. He just acts like he does.
Do you know how many burnouts I've done on motorcycles? Not many.
No,
actually.
I know how many you've crashed, though.
Well, that one. So, one? Is that what we're...
One. How many times has that shit box hit the floor, that old Honda?
Oh, never.
I call fake news.
No, that bike... I never crashed that bike. I'll have to take a retake. Yeah. No, I'm definitely not doing the retake of that. I couldn't do it again. I would either throw it through my front door or successfully do a burnout. You know.
Yeah, one or the other.
But no, my 600's never hit the deck. I mean, and I don't think the dirt bike counts, by the way, because you're supposed to crash dirt bikes. That's like...
You're supposed to crash... Okay.
These are the rules.
We're headed to the track, people.
We
have managed to fill in 2 minutes of bullshit.
It was actually
and the racing's about... Oh, perfect. Racing's about to begin.
You know who we've got here to talk about running out of fuel?
Would that happen?
Who's that, Nick? All this was StockHazard.
Yo, what up, Nick? What up, Heinz? Excellent race. Man, y'all saw what happened to Whispers, huh?
Yeah, that's brutal, man.
Yeah,
that's not the first time that's happened to him.
He didn't have a whisper of fuel left, man. Yeah. Vapor.
Right, that was a lot funnier to me than it should have been.
Oh, Phobia took the win. Phobia. All this for Phobia. Man, congrats, Phobia. Sutter, excellent P2 there.
Yeah, fantastic racing. We do have a new guest for you for the All This with StockHazard show. Go ahead and welcome Smoke Tits, the Titan himself.
Hello, Hazard.
My audio is in and out a little bit. Smokey, thanks for coming on, man. Howdy.
How you doing? Nice race there.
I appreciate you. Thanks for chatting with us right before your race. Do you want to give a shout out to anybody? I know you got a lot of fans and followers out there watching you tonight.
I would like to shout out Coco, and I wish you luck in tonight's race.
Is there some feelings that you have from the
No
race?
specific reason why. No specific reason why.
Had a lot of conversations on track. There might have been some paint exchange between equipment. Yeah, how you feeling after that sprint race?
Pretty good recovery after turn one. I'm pretty happy with myself. Just I need to keep it on the bike.
You said you had a pretty good recovery. You take an ice bath after that sprint race to get...
Yeah, for my sore tush after that big wreck.
The cryogenic chamber, you hopped in there real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you joining us for the segment and in the league. I also understand you're a two-sport athlete. You're also a hockey player?
Yeah.
Smoke, did you get that? You play
Oh
hockey
yeah,
as well?
I play hockey.
Nice, nice. Is the season just starting out, or how are y'all doing over there?
This is gonna be my 4th year playing, and we're actually might make the finals this year for my high school team. So looking good.
Nice, nice, awesome. Do you have a lot of speed on the ice, like you have a lot of speed on the track?
Actually, pretty funnily, yeah.
Nice, nice, pretty quick out there. Good, yeah. Pace in hockey changes the game. What words do you have about this race coming up? We got the tire and the fuel wear on. I think we're going 8 laps around change. So
I believe 7.
7 laps. Okay, so you got the bike tuned up for 7, and you know where to push and all that.
Mm-hmm. All I'm gonna do is I'm not doing a rain dance. That's all I'm gonna do. No rain dance for me.
No rain dance. Gotcha.
This just
keep it
in.
dry out there.
Looks like showers at the track.
You motherfucker.
Oh shit!
No way.
I've gone and
I
done
can't.
it.
You can't do that. It's Sepang, right? Like it rains occasionally, but it's like 120 fucking degrees out there, so
It's like it's a sauna.
It's evaporated as it hits the ground.
Exactly.
Hey, Smoke, I also wanted to ask you, how did you get involved with Southern E-Racing League? How'd you hear about the league? When did you first start?
So funny story. It began with Oddball racing with him for the longest time, and he talks about joining this racing league. And I was like, "Oh, cool! Can I try out for that?" And then he was like, "Oh yeah, we guys, it's pretty select. It's like
You got to qualify.
you gotta
gotta set a
qualify."
time.
And so he said you can probably be able to join next year, and he sends me an invite to the Discord, and I join. And I started out in Moto3. Everyone remembers how well that went at the beginning.
It was
Remind
atrocious.
us. Remind us. How was your first?
It
Moto3
was
race?
the most interesting riding you've probably ever seen.
You were all over the
That's
place. Disregard.
That's a very polite way of putting it.
Yeah, that first race was rough. But after playing the game for a little bit longer and putting in some more time, here we are.
I remember the new Xbox really had an effect on your game, like the higher frame rates and everything.
Yeah.
Can you speak about that a little bit?
Yeah. So I wanted to try the Xbox Series X because I heard frames is a big thing for this game, and it was right before Jerez, and I tried it out the day before, and my times improved by a second or something like that. It was crazy.
Wow,
And then,
that's a lot of time.
yeah, and it had a big effect. And
Awesome. I'm a fan of yours, Smokiest Titan. We got a lot of nicknames for you, and man, it's just great to have you on the league. It's great to witness your progression too, like to see you get faster and faster and higher up in these esports challenges too. So I'm cheering for you, Smokey.
thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I thought you had that sprint race too. I thought you were going to win it. Any predictions for this race? Do I bet all of my money on you winning the race, or just some of it?
I would put some of it. I can't really trust myself to stay on the bike just yet, but we'll see.
Nice. I'm going to be cheering for you. A lot of folks going to be cheering for you. Shout out to Oddball too. Man, it's been a while since I've seen him on the grid. Shout out to
We miss you, Oddball. You come back.
Nick Hines, do we have everybody on the grid? Smokey, are you ready?
We do. I actually just sent
I am
it.
indeed ready.
So these boys are going to be loading in.
Awesome. Racing at Sepang, MotoGP, the top class.
Hey, I got a quick question while Smokey's still here. Nick, did you pay Coco to take out Smoke Tits?
No.
Asking for a friend.
No. He's all right. He's all right. It's KTMs we take out around here.
I mean, word on the street is
Obviously
I'm an
not.
official KTM. So
That's right. He is a part of my goon squad.
Maybe
Pit
I
Buyer's
will
goon
pay him.
squad.
Pit buyer, right. That's not me. Pit buyer. As I sit down in my chair and wheel away.
Smokey, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to let you get back to setting up your bike and getting prepped for the race. Good luck to you. Hopefully the Yamahas don't try to bully you too much.
Good luck, Smokey. Go get it, Smoke.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate that, and I'll see you on the flip side.
See you after the races. Stock, I got a question for you while you're still here.
What up, Hines? Howdy.
What is
I'm excited for this race.
What is your prediction for this race, bud?
Ooh, I mean,
Give me your top three.
top three. Coco Sharp. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Coco wins this. Or he makes some egregious fouls trying to win this. Well, Coco is coming tonight.
So, are you on the Yamaha payroll as well? I'm curious.
I'm just a fan of Coco. Like the way he rides that Yamaha. It's 32 degrees frozen, ice cold blue, and like when people talk about Coco, he's the best at corner exit. Nobody gets out of a corner better than Coco. Sick. Man, he's gonna win this race. Followed by Smoke.
Stock, I do appreciate the fact that I told you to get a longer halftime show if you rooted for the Yamahas. So
There it is. Team Yamaha orders in place.
I mean, Coco Sick might be Maverick Vinales' cousin. I'm a fan of Coco. If he was on a paddle, a donkey or something, I'd still be a fan. Same with Smoke. They got him on the second-hand Honda, the small Honda, and he's still putting it on the podium. You can't stop Smokey.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the pace, and I'm not trying to throw shade right now, but it's going to come off that way. Coco has the pace. His problem has always been consistency in the race. And
Yeah.
And then his second biggest downside is like somewhat egregious moves. I'm trying to choose my words carefully.
Those are racing moves. He's making racing moves on a racetrack. Man, get him, Coco. Get him tonight. And Sharp, too, man. Sharp's P12 in time trial for this track. So Sharp is right behind Coco.
Stock, I'm really quick before this gets started. Do you know anybody else's time trial times or just the Yamahas?
I paid him to only talk about the blue ones.
I saw Macargo Airlines on there. I saw a bunch of people.
All right, Stock. Well, thank you for all this with StockHazard's halftime show. We do appreciate you, buddy.